Tonight on News Nation, forensic scientists weigh in on the suspected Long Island serial killer, the evidence that pointed to the 59-year-old architect, and Chris sits down with a criminologist who saw it coming. Tonight on Cuomo. To find News Nation, go to joinnn.com. We talk to the experts.
We're looking for solutions.
The politicians.
We got to start there.
And the leaders.
It's something we got to get to the bottom of.
To keep you in the know about today's politics.
You got to feel pretty comfortable, whether you're Democrat or Republican, that justice was done.
The Hill on News Nation opens up the debate.
This discussion, and a good discussion.
To experience panelists in D.C. for a conversation that affects you. About issues that matter most to America. Live from Capitol Hill. Weekdays at 5/4 Central, only on News Nation.
I think it's important for viewers to see the passion, not only see the passion, but to feel it. I'm Marky Martin.
And I'm Adrienne Bankert.
Also very excited for today.
It is time to just say what you believe is important and to know that it's important that someone, in this case News Nation, is listening.
We're honored to be with you.
Far be it for us to not have passion because we're representing America every single day.
Weekday mornings at 6/5 Central on News Nation.
And there's only 3 hours left of One Ball State Day. Find out how campus celebrated this year's 24-hour fundraiser.
Plus, 3 schools in the county are sending their robotics teams to a world competition. Learn more about the mechanics behind their success.
An update to Mike Pence's stance on testifying in a special counsel probe. We have the latest from Washington.
Coming up, parents buckled up at Ball Memorial Hospital today to learn a little bit more about their child's safety.
And Disney is celebrating an impressive milestone. Find out more after the break.
After the break, gas prices have lowered. How much you will be saving at the pump.
And one drug is being taken off the shelves at CVS. Why the FDA says it doesn't work.
Now at 9, the polls have officially closed for the 2023 municipal election. Our Tara Konechny and Luke Barnes are live at both Muncie headquarters with the latest.
And the votes are in. Our Sawyer Osmond is monitoring predicted results as they roll into our data center.
And the polls were open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. today. Hear from this year's volunteers and find out who they're calling on to help next.
And learn more about how one Modoc teen is changing the life of his peers, $1 at a time.
Near record warmth tomorrow, but more seasonable temperatures are on the way. I'll have the details coming up.
From the heart of Ball State University, your NewsLink Indiana 2023 Election Night team coverage with Alex Almanza and Anna Chalker starts right now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. We've got a lot to get to this election night. I'm Alex Almanza.
And I'm Anna Chalker. We have a winner in tonight's mayoral race. Republican Dan Ridenour will be taking the seat for another term after Democratic candidate Jeff Robinson has declared his withdrawal from the race. We will have a breakdown of those results and the other results we're tracking tonight in a few minutes.
Yeah, and for right now, we're going to send it over to Tara Konechny, who's live for us at the Democratic headquarters. She's joined by Jeff Robinson. Tara?
Hey there, guys. I am here at the Democratic headquarters, and what once was a crowded room full of people, people have started clearing out after those projected results were read. We're now in Muncie. Tara Konechny, NewsLink, Indiana. We will send it over to the studio.
All right, Tara, live for us at Democratic headquarters. Tara, thank you very much. And, we're seeing a lot of emotions in the air at both headquarters. Both candidates running on key issues such as infrastructure, education, public safety. These are kind of the themes that we've been seeing all throughout the campaign.
And it's not only for them, it's everyone running in their races. They have so many key issues, not only here, but statewide. We've seen so many historical moments happen in our state here today.
Right. And now we're going to send it over to Luke Barnes, who's at Republican headquarters.
Now, we wanted to let you know Dan Ridenour has announced that he is going home sick, so Luke will be joined with Melissa Munson, Republican city clerk candidate. Luke?
I'm here at the Knights of Columbus, where they hosted the Republican Party's results. The headquarters for the Republican Party, where they hosted a group who got to see the election results for the Delaware County primary election. I'm stood here with Miss Belinda Munson, who has been elected for the Republican Party in previous runnings. Anna, take us away.
All right, Luke, there at Knights of Columbus for us. Luke, thank you very much. Again, we want to reiterate that a lot of these results are unofficial. Probably about a couple weeks is when they officially bring in all those numbers. But again, we'll hear from that when we get those.
And of course, we'll continue to keep you updated because we know that these results, we've been looking at them all day. Our Sawyer Osmond joins us with the breakdown of this year's races live at our data center. Sawyer.
Now I am here at our data center giving you a look of what the election is looking like so far. I'm going to send it back over to Alex and Anna at our desk. Thank you.
Sawyer, thank you so much. And if you were at the polls today, you may have seen a familiar face, your poll worker. Our Sophie Schick tells us more about how those volunteers plan to pass the torch. To participate in next year's election must also be a U.S. citizen and complete all required trainings. And if you had to wait in those long lines today, it was perfect weather. I think it was definitely one of those days we couldn't have wished for anything better today.
Yeah, and it's something very rare that we're seeing. We're seeing a lot of those fluctuating temperatures, cold one week, very warm the next week. So are we going to continue to see that trend?